properties for sale under. Hello my friends and welcome to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel. So in today's episode about properties for sale under, I decided to bring you into Molise Region, Campobasso Province, in this town here called MAFALDA. So MAFALDA, Campobasso Region. Now, as you can see, this is the location on the map. So that's where MAFALDA is. We are in between the southern part of Italy and the central part of Italy. But so let's start today's video with zooming in and let's see where MAFALDA is. Let's just check the location a bit better, the closer destinations. So let's say first of all that we are talking about a town that is not really far from the sea. So we are talking about maximum 15 kilometers. Then we have very touristic destination, very close, like San Salvo and Vasto, two beautiful destinations. Then we are not far from Termoli. Termoli is a quite big town. Anyway, and then we have beautiful towns around, beautiful small towns around, like Montenero di Bisaccia, Petacciato, Palata, Montecilfone, and so on. Many beautiful small towns. And then we are also not very far from, let's say, the hills and the mountains of the Apennines of the central part of Italy. Then let's have a look 1 second which one are the closest destination, big destinations. Let's say it's possible to drive from Rome, to commute from Rome. It's possible to commute from Pescara, also from Naples and from Bari. So we are a bit in a central position. Okay, now let's move 1 second here on Wikipedia to show you 1 second the population. So MAFALDA is a council, is an Italian council of 1,094 inhabitants. All right. So we are talking about a small town. So I'm not expecting to see a lot of properties for sale. But we'll see now on Idealista. That's where I usually search for the properties for sale when I investigate the Italian market, the Italian property for sale market. All right, now next, here, let me go 1 second on my Facebook page, Italy, a place to love. I thank everyone who joined this group. And then if you like this channel, if you like the contents, please put like and subscribe, share the video, just, to help my channel to grow. Anyway, here we have, 701 members. It's slightly growing, and I really appreciate whoever is sharing and posting things. Okay, now let's go on Idealista and let's start our search about MAFALDA, Campobasso Municipality, Molise Region. All right, so today we focus on Molise. Now, the first thing that is coming to my attention is that there are only 19 houses and flats for sale. So in today's search, I won't put any type of filter. I will just focus on the less expensive properties. And anyway, I will just avoid auction properties. That's the only selection, but probably there are no properties under auction. As we see, there are still 19 houses and flats for sale. Okay, now I select from the lowest price and let's start investigating. Let's dive into this town and let's see what's for sale online. okay, because obviously I'm not there, so I cannot search for all the properties that are selling in Mafalda over there. Now we have the first property for sale where they're asking 17,000 euro, 3 rooms, 64 square meter, in a central position house, 3-level apartment, independent entrance on the ground floor, kitchen and dining room. To the left, a large and spacious. Let's see. Let's enter. Let's read quickly the basic features of the house. Now, detached house, 2 floors, 64 square meters built, 3 rooms, 1 bathroom, balcony. They are selling for good condition, individual heating. Okay, so let's have a look at the pictures. Anyway, we are talking about a house, 17,000 euro. It's not a big amount, but let's see anyway the property. Okay, here we are in full screen. From outside, I said, anyway, typical townhouse, southern Italian townhouse in the small towns. Okay, now this is, I guess, is the main entrance. Let's go back. I'm wondering if the main entrance is this one on the right of the picture or this one on the left. Anyway, I guess it's this one on the right. Okay, so we have this entrance door, then we are straight away into the kitchen. Okay, they are selling for good condition. Anyway, the house is not falling apart, but anyway, I see some stairs here, probably leading already to an upper floor. I also see a door here. Anyway, let's keep having a look. Another picture from outside. So the house looks free on 3 sides. The main entrance, this side and this side here. Okay, this is the main entrance, so straight into the kitchen. Okay, this is... Okay. Now, I don't know if it's the picture, but probably there are a few steps. Yeah, there is 1 step lower going down from the entrance door. That's why the ceiling looks quite low from here. But then we have a step. Then, anyway, they say individual heating. I see radiators. Anyway, I see the gas boiler here. A bit small as a kitchen, I have to say. Then, okay, here I don't really understand. Now let's go back 1 second, because I see there is a little step here on the left. I'm wondering if this room is here or is already on the upper floor. Anyway, we have a quite spacious living room with a little bathroom here. Okay, not little bathroom. Anyway, there is a bathroom. Anyway, the bathroom is a bit old. This little bath tube here is not really convenient. Anyway, I would remodernize completely the bathroom. Anyway, it has the window. But anyway, we are talking about only 17,000 euro. So we have the steps we saw from the kitchen. Now here there is a mezzanine floor with this door here. Here they brought us straight away into the attic with a low ceiling here, which is not the best. Anyway, we should investigate. Okay, basically, I believe here we are already in the attic that I won't use. Anyway, let's see. Okay, here we have the bedroom. Now, for me, this house is in need of renovation. Then, anyway, so this is on the mezzanine. Then we had the steps going, the stairs keep going up. And then we have other stairs from the bedroom. Okay, it looks like the stairs from the bedroom are leading to another attic space. Okay, here we have another bedroom. Let's go back 1 second. Okay, we have this bedroom. Then we have another bedroom. The floors are a bit old. Anyway, again, considering, okay, here I see another bedroom. This is another one. So I see a few quite good rooms. Another room here. So there's plenty of space. In this house, I don't really understand the disposition of the rooms. I guess here there is the living room where we have, then here we have bedrooms on the upper floor. Then here we have another bedroom on the mezzanine floor. Anyway, it's a kind of interesting house for 17,000. Let's read the description. In a central position, house, 3-level apartment, independent entrance. On the ground floor, kitchen and dining room. To the left, a large and spacious living room with bathroom. Okay. On the first floor, the first bedroom with stairs leading to the attic. Okay, so from one bedroom leading to the attic with a hatch overlooking the roof. On the second floor, 2 communicating bedrooms separated by a door. One bedroom has a balcony and a clothes rack. In the basement, a cellar with independent access. The heating is autonomous with a boiler and radiators all working. Water pressure system equipped with a cistern. The furniture is present. If desired, it can be kept. I don't see any interesting furniture. If interested and you want more picture, please contact me privately. Okay, this is interesting because technically I can contact privately the seller. Now, it looks like the seller is a private seller, so there's no agent. This is someone who just listed this property. I'd say that for 17,000 euro in Mafalda, this house, with another, let's say, not really big amount of money, can be brought to a decent level. Anyway, it's an interesting property, 17,000 euro. Okay, let's see the following one. Detached house in Vico, via Gabriele Pepe. Now, 22,000 euro, 4 rooms, 75 square meters. I want to see the one before is sold at 64 square meters. Now, this is a tiny bit bigger, 75 square meters. Let's go into the property. Detached house for sale in Vico, Primo, via Gabriele. Okay, now let's read a detached house, 3 floors, 75 square meters built, 4 rooms, 1 bathroom, balcony, good condition. Also, this house is sold as good condition. Then technically I can contact personally in this case as well. For example, there is a private seller. Technically I can contact the seller and ask him for more pictures, maybe videos, for more details of the property if there is someone that is interested. Okay, now let's have a look at the pictures. Let's go full screen. Okay, they start from the bathroom, a bit small, so there's only 1 bathroom. A bit small, I see, anyway, it's a tiny bit. It's not very old, but anyway, it's a small bathroom here. They even put the washing machine, there is the shower. Technically, it might not be really in need of a, it's working, that's what I want to say. Anyway, electrical implant, quite old. They have external wires, I see here, for example. It's not built-in walls, electrical implant. Anyway, we have a small bedroom here. Floor is a bit old. Okay, all the wires, cables are external. They are not into the house, into the walls. The entrance door is new. That's all I can say for now. For example, there's no money to put, to buy a new entrance door. Okay, we have stairs. The entrance door, the stairs. Okay, here we are in this dining room, living room. Looks like, let's go back. Okay, no. So I see the fridge here. Also the fridge here. So there is, in one room, there is kitchen, living room, and dining room. Then, anyway, all the frames are new. I see they recently have done the window frames, balcony frames. Kitchen, anyway, is a bit small, should be partially reshaped. Okay, we also have a fireplace into this room. Again, living room, kitchen, dining area, stairs. Okay, here we have one bedroom. The floors, they're all the same in all the house, nothing special. Anyway, I don't know the heating system, if it's working, if it's in a good condition. We see again the window frames, they were all new. So recently, let's say no more than 10 years. I also see another heating, electric heating probably. Okay, so we have this bedroom. I don't know, these radiators could be gas radiators, even if there's no, let's say, the old style radiator looks like it's partially working electric, but with gas. Okay, the fireplace, the same electric gas here. Okay, as I said, all the doors, they've been put recently. Okay, the house doesn't look very big. Okay. I don't know. Anyway, it's the asking price is, oh wait, I forgot. I want to go back. I didn't read the description of the house, just to understand. Sale of an independent terraced house in Mafalda, via Gabriele Pe, spread over 3 levels, livable with autonomous heating. Don't know, 22,000 euro is a small amount of money, is a bargain. Okay, anyway, it depends, what type of level you want to bring this house, but considering my consideration about this house, 22,000, maybe I spend another 20,000 and I can fix it and I can make it nice and cozy, as I said. But as I saw one small bedroom. Again, in the descriptions, how many bedrooms they were saying in the basic features. 4 rooms. They only show 1 bedroom and they only show the living room, kitchen. They didn't show more rooms. Okay, now let's go back and let's see the following one. Then we go to 25,000 euros. Detached house in via Vittorio Emanuele, so Mafalda. The asking price is dropping 5,000 euro, from 30 down to 25. 4 rooms, 175 square meters. First and second floor. First floor with 2 windows onto the street and 10 square meters real balcony. Second floor with 2 balconies. Okay, now there are not many pictures. Let's see the basic features because they're selling as 175 square meters. Now, let's say the price here is around bit more, let's say it's around 250 euro per square meter. Actually, even less. If it's 100 square meters for 25,000, so the price is 140 euro per square meter. Very, very low. All right, let's see. Detached house, 2 floors, 175 square meters built, 4 rooms, 3 bathrooms, terrace and balcony. Needs renovating. Okay. Even if the 2 before they were selling as not in need of renovating, but for me, they were partially in need, actually more than partially, 60-70% of proper renovation. Now, no heating. Built in 2000, so they built in 2000 without heating. This townhouse looks much older than 2000, in particular by these entrance doors, maybe the upper floor, but I don't know. Let's see. Okay, it's in a raw state. Okay, the house has to be completely finished. That's why they're selling at 130 euro per square meter. So this part of the house, the upper floor, was built in 2000. They started building in 2000. Okay, I can see the terrace with actually a lovely view. Technically, the fact that it's in a raw state could make it even easier to renovate, let's say, to upgrade. Okay, anyway, it's only about the material and the labor. Then, anyway, we have a lovely view here. Okay, the roof is not my favorite type of roof. It's a flat roof. I don't really like that. Anyway, this one, it didn't really catch my attention. At the moment, the one I prefer most is the first one, this one for 17,000 euro. I see the one with a higher potential. Okay, then we go to 26,000 euro. 3 rooms, 60 square meters. For sale in Mafalda, we offer an apartment on the mezzanine floor of approximately 60 square meters in total. So it's an apartment. Let's see. Okay, let me read. Now, 3 rooms, 1 bathroom, needs renovating, no heating. Also, this one needs renovating, no heating. Even if I see the gas boiler here, for example. Let's go full screen. Okay, here we have the entrance door. Obviously, the house is in need of renovating, kept in a very bad condition. Okay, the small room, the doors were kind of built not long time ago. Partially, some works had been done not long time ago, but only partially. For example, the floor here is not in a very bad condition. So this is a room on the left from the entrance. So this room here that we saw. Okay, this room, PVC windows. Anyway, it looks like the house has been partially kind of abandoned for several years, even after some renovation works. Here, I see that the floor was made kind of not a long time ago. Here we are back into this entrance hall. Another room. Okay, the pictures are a bit unclear. A lot of furniture just dropped, hard to understand the space. Even here we can see that the bathroom was partially renovated not a long time ago. All right. Also, the electrical implant is not very old, so was also partially renovated. Okay, there's no heating, that's what they're saying. Probably storage room. Okay, now they have a private courtyard, a gate, private courtyard. Then the small room we saw. Now, anyway, it's a very small house. We saw this kitchen, living room, that is a quite small space. Then we have a bedroom here. Now this could be, and then one bathroom here, so I don't see more space. Then the basement. Let's say this could be just as a holiday home in case you want to make a living room here, but these rooms are quite small anyway. They're a bit small. The condition of the house itself didn't look very bad, but anyway, we see, again, I go back to this kitchen. Anyway, in this space, you should have kitchen, dining, and also living space, if you consider. Anyway, there are two rooms. This one may be usable as a bedroom. And this room to be used as a kind of living space. But again, it's not very old. It's only about the heating system to understand. The square meters looks, the square meter, the size of the house looks a bit here bigger than it is in the reality. For me, it looks like 45 square meters, not 60, unless they also consider the courtyard or the storage rooms. Okay, anyway, nothing really very attractive. It's attractive, the price. The price is attractive. Obviously, also to renovate, but it's partially renovated. It's only the floor in the kitchen that I don't see in a very good condition. And then to understand the gas heating, but the electrical implant is not very old. All right, okay, let's move to the following property. So 26, then we go up to 35,000 euro. 4 rooms, 70 square meters. Detached house. Okay, independent cottage located in Mafalda on 3 levels. Okay, let's have a look. Let's enter. Let's read the basic features here. Now, detached house, 70 square meters built, 4 rooms, 2 bathrooms, balcony, second hand, good condition. Okay, so 35,000 euro, 70 square meter. They are selling for 500 euro per square meter. Good condition, 4 rooms, 2 bathrooms. Let's have a look at the pictures. Okay, now overall, the first impression is a house not in a bad condition. Anyway, I see radiators. I always see in most of the house, small little electric radiators. Okay, anyway, we have radiators here. Okay, here we have the main entrance, the balcony, the windows. Okay, this is the main entrance. These pictures are not the best. Anyway, here we have the fireplace. Here we have a small kitchen. I don't see the cooking area. Then here we are. For sure, we are in an upper floor, probably on the first floor, with this kind of living space. Okay, we have a beautiful sea view from the terrace. There is a terrace and there is a lovely sea view. Okay, here we are on the upper floor, so it says the house is on 3 floors, ground floor, first floor, and second floor. So here we have 1 bedroom. Okay, I think these are the stairs leading to the bedroom. Here we are again on the first floor in what I call the living room. Okay, here we have a picture of the bathroom. Not in a very bad condition, but anyway. So many plugs here. Anyway, it is a bit old. I would improve this bathroom. Then here we have a storage room. I don't see the 4 rooms. Here we have another storage room. I didn't see. Sorry, but okay, 1 bedroom here maybe. Okay, 1 bedroom. Entrance with kitchen and dining room. Living room and these 3 rooms. And I think here we are back to the bedroom that we saw before. Looks like the same bedroom. I'm trying to understand the bed cover and this lamp, if I can see. Let's go back to the first picture. Yes, this is the same bed. So I see only 1 room on the ground floor, 1 floor on the first floor, on the ground floor, 1 room on the first floor, and 1 room, and then the bathroom. Okay, the asking price is 35. Let's see. Independent cottage located in MAFALDA on 3 levels. Ground floor, living room, kitchenette with fireplace, bathroom, and adjacent cellar. So they consider the cellar as a room. First floor, there is a hall that I would use more as a living room. And second floor, bedroom with sea view. This I can only see as an investment or as an holiday home. 35,000 euros possible to rent here. I'd say harder to live in such a small house with all the steps here. Anyway, 35,000 is not really a big amount of money, but okay, now detached house in Via Vittorio Emanuele. Water tanker, road negotiable. Now I cannot understand. This property doesn't look bad, but the picture all upside down. This property doesn't look very bad. The exterior part is fully renovated. Inside the house is in a good condition. Let's just read the description because I find hard. Agenzia delle Entrate, misura attuale per immobile, situazione degli atti informatizzati. I don't know this. Okay. Okay. These pictures like this. Okay, let me just read the description quickly. Water tanker, road, negotiable price. So it's a negotiable price. I don't know what's the issue with the house. Looks like there is an issue. The energy efficiency rating is an A4, which is not bad. People with reduced mobility, natural gas, fitted storage room, second hand, 2 bathrooms, 2 rooms, 96 square meters built. It's a pity anyway that there are no pictures, or these pictures are very bad. Okay, 40,000 euro. Detached house in Via Vittorio Emanuele, 40,000 euro. Now here we have 5 rooms, 170 square meters. So we are around, I'd say, a bit more than 250 euro per square meter. Terraced house for sale in the historic center. Okay, here they have a good amount of pictures. Now, detached house, 3 floors, 5 rooms, 1 bathroom. Okay, there's only 1 bathroom. Good condition, individual heating. Anyway, the asking price is only 40,000 for 170 square meters. Now, let's go and let's have a look at the pictures. Okay, we are in one of the main squares in Mafalda. It will be interesting to understand which one is the house for sale. Maybe this one in the middle, because I see a sign on the entrance door. Let's go back. I probably got it right. Yes, that's the same gate. Okay, because there is also this one similar. No, that's the one that I just showed you with the sign on. All right, then for now, I see it should be only partially replastered. The entrance here, it's been a while, that probably hasn't been painted. Okay, now this is the kitchen. Kitchen doesn't look bad. Okay, all tiled and all in order, all in a good condition. Apart the furniture, quite big kitchen. Okay, let's go back. I see why I see 2 different tables. Now I want to understand. Okay, this is the kitchen. Here I see 1 table, radiators. Let's try to understand. Okay, it looks like a different table, this one, but the kitchen looks exactly the same. So strange. Another. This looks like a different table. You see the chairs, how they're disposed here, and here we have different chairs. Doesn't look like they have 2 different kitchens. Now here we are back to the kitchen that we saw before. All right, so here we have view from the first floor. I like the street. The location is very interesting. Okay, here we are probably again on ground floor. Here they put this sign to not bang the head. I see a bathroom, I see stairs. Anyway, this is a second kitchen. Floor looks in a good condition. Okay. Then we have steps leading to upper floors. Lovely living room with the fireplace. Lovely tiles with a balcony. I don't see the radiators here, for example. Anyway, here we have fireplace. Okay, here looks like a quite spacious balcony. Little terrace with these walls. Probably the view is on the right of the balcony. Okay, here I'm wondering if they sealed the fireplace. Looks like. All right, so here we have these kind of balcony, but I don't understand. I see a basin. Want to understand if it's a closed space, this outdoor space, possibly. Not the best, if there's no view. Okay, I see something on the floor here. I see something on the floor. Yes, so basically it's a closed open space. From outside, I want to understand this window here. Looks like the window is on the right of the balcony here. Anyway, so, okay, the radiator is here. We're back to the kitchen. There is another room here. Look, no, this is the same bedroom, living room, sorry. Then here we have a bedroom. I see anyway the house partially in need of renovation, little things. Okay, for example, here looks like there was a leakage or something. Should be rechecked. The structure of the house. Here we have another bedroom with a balcony. With floor looks good. And here we have an attic floor used as a bedroom. One bathroom. Cellar. I'm wondering if this sea view is from the balcony. Looks like. Anyway, I have to say that these are not really the best houses I ever seen. The prices, let's say, are reasonable. 40, 35, 26, 25, but overall, they are not really convincing me. Now, let's look at this one for 45,000 euro. Okay. 45,000 euro, 200 square meters, 6 rooms, first floor without lift, 6 rooms, 1 bathroom. Again, needs renovating, only 1 bathroom, private garden. But for someone with a good budget, for example, this could be an interesting property. Okay, the pictures are not the best. They didn't put much efforts. It's not really convincing me, this house, in particular because very bad pictures. I believe in Mafalda it's possible to find nice properties for not very big amount of money. Now, detached house, 48,000. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, entrance door. Okay. Not easy to understand. Anyway, this house looks completely renovated recently. Okay, now here I guess we are on the upper floor. Could be second floor. Then there's still one door leading to somewhere. Then we have a window here, small window. So this room has, anyway, has a little balcony here plus a window on the other side. Has a double exposure. Okay, then let's focus on these steps, wooden steps. Little balcony here, little balcony here. Okay, here we are still in this bedroom. Here I think we are back to the ground floor with this storage room. Okay, then we have a bathroom. Not bad. Okay. Okay, then we have this bedroom here with double exposure as well. It's not a bad room. Another bedroom. Okay, the heating system. I see a very old heating system. Then here we are in the kitchen. Now the condition of the, okay, here we are. So we have the entrance. There are these steps on the ground floor. Here we are basically on the first floor. There is the kitchen. Then probably from here we have the bedrooms that we saw before. And also here the steps that are leading to the upper bedroom. Okay, back to the bathroom, which is not in a bad condition. Back in the kitchen dining room. At least they've done decent pictures here. Not easy to understand the floor plan. Okay, ground floor, first floor, and second floor. Okay, with the kitchen here. Then we have one room, probably one bedroom. Then up the stairs. So I'd say kitchen, living room, and I don't see the bath. The bathroom is on the ground floor. Not the best. I'm a bit disappointed today, my friends, with Mafalda. This property is here. Now let's go up to 74,000 euro and let's have a look at this property, which it looks anyway in a good condition from outside, even with garage. 74,000. Let's see. Now in Mafalda, renovated and arranged on 4 levels: ground floor, garage, entrance, bathroom. Okay, there is a garage. First floor, large living room with kitchenette, fireplace and balcony. Second floor, 2 bedrooms and bathroom. Third floor, attic panoramic terrace overlooking the mountains and historic center. Now, at least we have 100 square meters, 5 rooms, 2 bathrooms, terrace, and garage. So this house has everything. They're asking a bit less than 1,000 euro per square meter. If the house is in a good condition, now let's have a look. Now, so we have a house on 4 floors with a garage here, main entrance door, looks like fully renovated, and plus this big terrace here. So this property looks quite interesting. So we have kitchen dining area, main entrance, probably here the door that is leading to the garage, new floor. Okay, here we have the bathroom in a good condition with window. This is one bathroom. Let's go back. So we have the basin here, washing machine and bath tube. And then so in the same bathroom we have bath tube and shower, which is not bad. Okay, then from the hall we have stairs going on the first floor. Okay, we have a kitchen and dining living area. Then we have stairs leading to the upper floor. From here, I'm wondering if here we are on the ground floor. I should read the description again. Here we have a fireplace. Okay, decent balcony in a very good condition. Okay, here we are in the bedroom. 2 bedrooms. Not extremely big, but in a good condition, very good condition. Okay, here we have another bathroom, so there are 2 bathrooms. Okay. Here we are back in one of the bedrooms with double exposure to the light, with the window and the balcony. Then we have a door here on the right and this door here. Probably these are the stairs leading to the attic with another floor, with another room. Here the ceiling doesn't look very, very low. Okay, it's a nice bedroom. There are radiators. Okay. With a lovely view, with a lovely terrace and lovely view. I like this property, I have to say, with even a basin here on the terrace. There is a tap. This is an interesting property, and garage included. This is an interesting property. Let me read the description again. First floor, the ground floor has garage, entrance and bathroom. On the first floor, large living room with kitchenette, fireplace and balcony. On the second floor, 2 bedrooms and bathroom. Third floor with panoramic terrace overlooking the mountains and the historic center. I don't dislike this property. It's an interesting one. Obviously, we have to go up to 74,000 euro to find something decent. The one before, I don't know. If you are interested, you can have a look yourself. I always share the links. Let's have a look at the last one. 75,000. Let's see what we can get for 75,000. Local commercial use, facing the road in the center of town of MAFALDA. So this is a commercial business. The town's main road with heavy vehicular and pedestrian traffic electric system up to standards, equipped with a flue for fume extraction. Last activity carried out inside the grocery store. Okay, so this is a grocery store. It's a business. If someone... Okay. Wow, they even had trolleys. How big is this? I'm wondering how big is even to have trolleys. The checkout here probably looks like it was the checkout. First time I'm having a look at that. Okay. Let's see. Come on, one more. Just to understand overall these properties. 84,000. Let's have a look. Flat apartment. So here we are talking about a flat. Let's see the description. 187 square meters, 5 rooms, 2 bathrooms, balcony, good condition, storage room, individual heating, no lift. Centrally located from a courtyard on the street with a parking area. We find the entrance door that leads to the living area with a eating kitchen and marble fireplace, dining room and living room, small bedroom and bathroom. The ground floor communicates with a large cellar with autoclave. The sleeping area is reachable by an internal staircase and consists of 2 double bedrooms overlooking the perimeter balcony, about 20 meters long. At the end of the corridor, we find another bathroom. The characteristic of this property is given by the vaulted ceilings that give an atmosphere. This could be an interesting property. Okay. So we have ground floor, first floor. Don't know if there is a shared entrance. Okay, living area with vaulted ceilings. It's an old townhouse. Then, to understand better the spaces, toilets is old. Then we have another bedroom, another small bedroom, water tank. Okay, nothing really impressive, to be honest. Okay, my friends, nothing. For today, this is everything. I think the best house for sale now is this one for 74,000. This is quite interesting, fully renovated. So, and garage and terrace. So, and then probably the very first one, the one for 17,000. The other one didn't really satisfy me. Okay, my friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video, even if it hasn't been the best properties for sale I ever seen. I have to say, want to be honest with you. Anyway, let's see. Anyway, I'll see you here on Italy, a Place to Love YouTube channel to my next video. Bye.